So we're 2 points out of top 3 in the division. Boy, are the Capitals already taking away with this thing. 40 points, 7 points ahead in the division. Of course, they have 2 more games played than their next closest team, the Islanders. And yeah, we're having a really great season. Bounced back from that bad game against Buffalo with a solid game against Nashville, even though we lost 1-0. Not much more we could have done. We just got to keep it up on the road in Philly. In the city of brotherly love against the Philadelphia Flyers, Wells Fargo Center is the building. The Flyers, of course, the matchup, and we are opposed as well by former Hurricane. He just won the face-off, Sebastian Aho. We were good friends. Look at Tippett giving a hard shove into the Hurricanes bench. And a nice start for the Hurricanes. A big glove save by Carter Hart. Yes, we have lost our last 3 games, but wow, we're off to quite a start. A clap bomb one time. We're off the face-off, but didn't hit the net. But even though we've lost our last 3 games, the last performance that we had against Nashville at home, not too much we could have done differently in that game. Didn't get any goal support at all. And if you don't score, then you can't win. I think that's pretty easy and speaks for itself. Devin Taves to Roenick, back to Taves, over to Saad. And that is all for naught for the Flyers. And D-Boss, Dylan Larkin, our captain, the new captain here, over to Druin for a shot saved by Hart. It's ever so close, tight between the two of us. Almost same games played. We have a few more wins and a slightly better save percentage. This has really been a great season of reckoning for us. We have figured it out, it seems like, on the goaltending side of things. Got the right slider set, got the game playing pretty darn near perfect right now. And it makes for an excellent and entertaining series, in my opinion. Brandon Saad, the blue line entry gained. And there's our... Oh, my goodness. Morrissey pulling that away from the goal line. Frost shooting into Morrissey. Good block with the leg there by Morrissey. Boy, has he started this game well. Josh Morrissey, number 44, blocking shots and pulling pucks away from the goal line. By the defense, this will be Mikheyev. Down low to Jarvis. He scores. And we're off to the early lead. There you go. Shutout streak broken. Not going to get shutout in this game as that went past Carter Hart. A bit of a weird play. Looked like he lost his balance. Well, that didn't take too long. Where was that in Nashville? Would have really preferred that the offense got going against Nashville, but it is what it is. And it's nice to know that we are playing behind the lead early in the game in Philly. DeBrusque from the corner finds Aho. We cannot let this guy score. And we're not. Good defensive play by Lindell. Philly's going to be a pretty interesting team to play. We've had some tough games against them since Sebastian Aho has left. And there he is. Aho saved. And we cannot let him score on that try. Nice little save. Rimmed around the glass. And that's a big keep in right there. That play by the defenseman keeps it in. And now Aho, he drags it around the defense. Poorly played defense there by Lindell. And a save on our former teammate, Sebastian Aho. I think since Aho left the organization to go to Philadelphia, I don't believe he scored a goal on me from memory, if memory serves correctly. And if it's true that he doesn't have a goal against me yet, as a member of the Flyers, I'd like to keep it that way tonight. He's going to be a very difficult player just to simply keep off the score sheet, but I'm talking about him scoring a goal and potting one in the back of the net directly. You play your former teammates. It's always important. You want to one-up them. You want to show them what's good. Put on full display what they left behind when they left the organization. A shot by Saad. We just simply misread it. Flyers trying to go low to high, and they are going to successfully score. Sean Couturier breaking the shutout bid. Yeah, this low to high stuff is tricky, and we just way overcommit. That's really what it is. It's as simple as I just slide too far over the short side post, and a player like Couturier is not going to miss with that. I mean, I say shutout bid like we've been pitching this long, multi-period shutout in this game, but we played excellent hockey this year, and I was hoping to get another one on the road here in Philly. I do remember that game on the road here in Philly back in Season 3 on my birthday in the game world. We almost pitched... I think we almost pitched a shutout or something like that. I can't remember the exact scenario in the game. but we came close to pitching one, and then our team broke down with penalty after penalty in the third period, if I remember correctly. So there have been good games here in Philly. We have had good memories. That game was a particularly decent game. It could have been a lot better than the end result on save percentage was, but we got the victory and an above 900 save percentage in that episode. I think the episode is titled The Birthday Boy, if you want to find it. And here comes the Flyers again on a rush attack. He's going to drop it off for Frost coming in behind the defense, and we're just going to let it slide past us. Frost with Aho. Why did we? Desperation save, not needed, but you never know. Just in case, I guess. And a save by Hart. He makes that one look simplistic. I'm really disappointed that the shutout's gone because I wanted so badly to wipe the giant smirk off of Gritty's face tonight, and hopefully we can get the victory and still wipe the smirk off of his face. All in all, not a bad first period. Knotted at 1 as we get the second period underway here. A bit of a tangle at the center zone off the face-off to Brusque. Had a bit of a troubling time trying to get around the defense, and it's led to a turnover. Hurricanes can quick transition this into a 3-on-2 rush, and the rebound there, but quickly held on to by Carter Hart. Natchez wins this one on the forehand, and Svechnikov scores. Oh, what a snipe. What an absolute snipe by number 37. I'm telling you what, Andrei Svechnikov is going to have a year. He is going to have a season, and that was directly off the faceoff after the win. No chance for Hart. I mean, can you even be prepared for that? How quickly that play unfolded off the drop of the puck. Oh, and they get retribution on Svechnikov right there. Oh, what's going on? Svech, he lost his stick and he's standing still. We are shorthanded. Meanwhile, we've got possession. Svechnikov, the stick is right there. Reach out and grab it, buddy. And what is going on? He's just standing there at the blue line. Natchez runs into him. And that finally frees up Svechnikov to get the stick off the bench. What a weird sequence of events. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that, but leave it to an EA Sports video game to have a player glitch out when losing their stick, and the Flyers fling this all the way back into their own zone. What is going on with the AI? Here we go. There's the big hit that dislodged the stick from Svechnikov as well as the puck. He got sent flying a few feet backwards. And who was handing the stick to him? It looks like Seth Jarvis holding the stick out. And boy, is his arm going to get tired holding that stick out for Svechnikov. He is not taking it. It's right behind him. All he has to do is reach behind him and grab the stick. And he's just standing there the whole time. I don't think I've ever seen an AI just stand there. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this in any scenario. And then he gets bumped into by Natchez on the attempt to bring it in, and finally reaches back to get the stick from Jarvis, and Jarvis freaks out like, oh, finally, you're going to take it. So that weird moment with the AI is over. A little bit of a piece of it off the Owen Tippett shot. Natchez drops it for Svechnikov, who has a bit of a blast, but it got deflected awkwardly into the corner. 2-on-2 battle in the corner for it. In front, nice feed in the slot for Svechnikov. He goes at Aho. Devin Taves collects the puck behind the net and finds DeBrusk at center now. Tippett loses it. D'Angelo, bit of a tough play there for D'Angelo to handle it. Morrissey, pinned along the boards, loses it to DeBrusk. He's going to walk out in front. We make a nice butterfly save on the walkout play. Timo Meier behind the net in front. We're looking for that low to high feed, just like the Flyers did to us. Natchez loses it, but back to D'Angelo. He's going to skate into the slot off the skate of Meier, who's pushed off of it by Tippett. Around the defense, around Morrissey. Shot not on net, though. Pulls back, pressure from the forecheck. Sod drops it off the bank past the Farabee. Farabee skates it in, shooting save, perhaps with the blocker, and a penalty coming up as well against the Hurricanes. Although the New Jersey, Philadelphia native Tony D'Angelo to the box. I don't actually know exactly if D'Angelo's from Philly or New Jersey, but he's from the general area, and New Jersey and Philly are pretty darn close to each other. Either way, the Hurricanes are going to be shorthanded, and that's the only thing that matters right now. The only thing important is stopping the puck and shutting down this power play for Philly. We're going to create a breakaway, shorthanded Ilya Mikheyev, and he just missed the net, flat out missed it. Lindell picks it up, and he also misses the net off of Mikheyev's miss. And this is a Flyers team that also has Bo Horvat in the lineup. You're going to see there's a shot from Frost, I believe. The save was made. Survived and made it through most of this penalty kill as the turnover is created at the blue line off of Horvat, thumped in as he was taking a hit to make that play. Mikheyev this time hits the net, and he scores. So Mikheyev retrieves the dump in, and then he goes right to the net and pots it right past Carter Hart. It's a bit of a weird play, but look at the hustle by 65. Outworks Ellis and just takes it right to the dish. Very impressive goal, and it comes shorthanded. So the shorthanded special teams unit for the Hurricanes outdoing the Flyers man advantage and almost killed the whole thing off as well with just 9 seconds to play on the penalty kill. Last ditch effort for the power play. Won't be a power play goal should they score here, and we're going to get a big block and help from the defensive team. Silverberg brings it away. Meyer escapes that body check. Aho with the intercept. He read that pass really well, then gets body check, lost his stick in the process. Couturier a deke to tip it, saved, and turned it to the corner nicely. The team's doing good work in front of me so far, limiting the chances for the Flyers, keeping everything for the most part toward the outside. There have been a few close chances in tight, and we're going to take another penalty, so forget about everything I just said, I guess. So we just got off the PK. You see the stats there, 100%, because it's one penalty kill and one successful kill that we had earlier, but we go right back to it, and this is going to be tough. There's the deflection, and it was Frost. It was a deflection. Nothing I could do about that. Here's the one-timer from Horvat, and in front is Frost to deflect it. Perfect deflection as well. Watch this go right off where the crossbar and the post meet. I can take solace in the fact that that's not my fault. Absolutely nothing you can do about that. A deflection right in front. No one picks up the guy in front or takes the man out of the play. He's allowed to just set up and make that tip. And there's nothing I can do about it. But it sucks because I need to stop as many shots as I can. Flyers have hardly shot the puck on the net in this game to this point of the game. So I need every save I can get. I mean, you know, I consider myself to be a pretty competitive person. So I don't like to get scored on, no matter if it's my fault or if I have full control, especially if I have full control over making a save and it is my fault. I really get frustrated. We're getting close to giving up a goal here. We couldn't cover the puck up. So I think right now we're sitting at like 2 goals. Oh, that was a massive collision by the Flyers bench. So we've had 2 big hits by the benches, one by our bench and one by the Philadelphia bench. This is Jake DeBrusk, top of the circle, the cutback move. Pass in front to Aho. He rings the post, so we still haven't been scored on yet by Aho. Man, did he come close with this one. This is point blank. That's just unacceptable to let that shot get off there. A close call with Sebastian Aho's post ringer. We have 2 goals on 9 shots right now from Philly. We cannot afford to give up another one at this point. We're definitely not going to face 30 total shots in this game from the Flyers. It's just not happening. We have to keep it right where it is. I mean, I guess we could always do the alternative thing, take a bunch of penalties, see how many shots the Flyers get, but there's not a guarantee I make every save. We've made one here. That's all I'm focused on right now. Ellis a save right in front of us. So I love when the rebound dies out like that right in front of you. It's either got to be a hot rebound into the corner or it's got to be a soft one that dies out right in front of you where you can stay in front of it. And that's how the second period is going to end. 3-2 advantage. We're going to carry that into the third. Just purely from a team perspective, we need to have a solid period here. Cannot afford to take penalties. Number 1 would be a great start. But it's also important that we don't let the Flyers set up with any high danger chances. I need to get back in the net out of free skate mode. Bank pass finds Morrissey in the corner from the defense, so covering at the point is Natchez. Morrissey gets back to his point position. Natchez, and they had Svechnikov, but he didn't hit the net this time. DeBrusk dump in inside the blue line, the rare inside the blue line dump in, but if it works for you, it works for me. Finds Natchez at the center zone. A tripping penalty has occurred. It's Martin Natchez touching, and it's Martin Natchez going to the box, I do believe. What did I say when we started the period? What were the words that came out of my mouth? I said it, man. I said, we don't need to take any penalties. What have we done? One-timer, glove save. We're just going to let our penalty killers do what they're supposed to do. Joe Farabee on the power play. Over, and they clank it off the crossbar and out of play. I've never been so thankful for the heavy metal. This was so freaking close. Bo Horvat, and I'm way off angle. I'm not even adjusting to that pass. I'm telling you, I said no penalties. I said no prime setups in the slot area. And what have we done within the first 4 minutes of the third period? A penalty and then a one-timer in the slot area, of course, because we are shorthanded to begin with. Farabee over to Horvat. He missed it this time. There you go, Mikheyev on the shorthanded forecheck. Remember, he got a goal that way. Bo Horvat, he's been terrorizing the offensive zone all game. Farabee, it rolls to me. I'm going to deflect it toward the corner. Horvat again. We just got to stop him right here. And did we take a penalty? I swear I thought Graves took a slashing penalty right there. Well, we're going to get out of this penalty kill unfazed and without flaw. Cross from the corner. You know that's a pass set up well read by Drouin. He just saved my life. The defense, now Morrissey to Larkin, received and blocked away. Looking for teammates. He's just going to carry it up to Farabee, to Frost. Backhander had me a little bit caught out. I wasn't reading it properly. Took a big hit to make that pass, but it's maybe worked out for the time being. He's going to get the return feed and clank the post again. On that possession, they go the other way with it now. It's in the skates of Ethan Barry, gets it up to Silverberg, and it looks like we're going to escape harm for the time being. Just flips it in. A chip and chase play by the AI. Love to see that. I would love to see a lot more chip and chase style hockey. Too frequently, they just straight dump it in, and even if they do chase it down, it's not like a chip play. It's a hard dump in typically by the AIs. Saw it. I misread the break-in. Got help from my defense that allowed me to reset. Couturier, and I just misplayed that. That was bad. Just straight up don't know what I was thinking on that save attempt, if there was even an attempt for a save. There was a save to be made. I guess I didn't think Couturier was going to shoot it on the stick side or something. And a one. Oh my God. Please tell me that was not Bo Horvat. That was Aho who just hit the post there. 2 posts in this game for number 20. See, Finley, they have had the offensive setup in this game. And it's just, if you think about the deflection goal, you take that away, it's not such a bad game. I would like to have that one back. Obviously not my fault. But I would like to have all 3 of the goals that I've given up back. But, you know, just take one of those 3, just one of those 3 goals off the board. It's a completely different game for me from a statistical perspective. But we're definitely not making up 900 in this game. It's just, I don't think it's happening. And this game is just dunking on me now. Owen Tippett. That's just a plain defensive breakdown on that one. Backdoor goal for Owen Tippett. I got over as well. I know I got over in time. Or maybe I didn't. I gave up the goal, so maybe I didn't get over in time truly. But I gave it everything I had. This has just been a bad game. It's fallen apart very quickly. Frustrated beyond words. Just frustrated beyond words right now with this game and this team in this game in Philly. The game as a whole for Season 4 has been playing great. It's just this is the first time that as a team and as a netminder, we've just kind of broken down, I guess. I mean, objectively, this hasn't been a terrible game in terms of just my personal performance. There's a couple of the Tippett goal backdoor. Nothing I could really do about it. And I'm going to try and block their forecheck with this. But the Tippett goal, nothing I could do about it. Just a defensive breakdown, backdoor feed. The deflection goal, not my fault. Nothing I can do about a deflection goal. And then, what was the first goal? It was just wasn't it just a walkout in front where, oh yeah, I slid too far off the short side post. And there's one that I'm leaving out because I can't remember everything that's gotten past me tonight, and I'd much rather forget about it anyway. Maybe we make one more save attempt here. Taves. And I swear if that goes in, I am going to rage my eyeballs out. Defensive zone face-off. Guess who's taking it for Philly? Sebastian Aho. We've made 11 saves in this game. That's disappointing. Straight up a disappointing effort on road ice. Oh my God. I swear the Flyers score here while I'm skating back to my net. Just playing straight up a game that I would like to forget about, forget it even happened, when it's going to take a few really brilliant games to make up for it. Here's the deal. Bad games are going to happen. It's a given. We're going to have bad games. It's a long season. We just need to keep those types of games to a minimum and flush them out of our system when they do happen and then bounce back with great performances. The good news is Season 4 looks really promising so far. This last stretch of games has been awful watching from the bench. I need you to turn this around. Coach LaBelle, who's to say you got to watch the games from the bench? You can watch them from the TV. They're just as enjoyable. All alone in the American Airlines Center. It's the day before game day, and we're here a day too early, all ready to play. Everyone else is in the hotel room like, where's Vince at? Oh, he's at the arena a day early. Texas, the home of Big D. Dallas, also the home of the Dallas Stars. The team we're playing on the road today. This is a mega tilt against a pretty good Dallas Stars team. Can I just mention, I love this jersey combination matchup. Just something about the Stars color scheme and these new redesigned jerseys. We're going to make our, was that a save or a block? But something about this Dallas Stars rebrand versus the Hurricanes colors just gels really well as a jersey matchup. Yeah, I don't really know. Just the green contrasts really, really well with the red and white of the Hurricanes. A slap shot from an interesting angle taken on by Jonathan Drouin. Tyler Seguin, the dangerous Tyler Seguin to the dangerous Jason Robertson. Yeah, both of these teams did a rebrand in the exact same year of 2013, and we're going to score. Andrei Svechnikov has taken the early lead. Yes, Svechnikov has taken the early lead. I meant to say the Canes have taken the early lead thanks to Andrei Svechnikov. That's a very hot start. Not even 3 minutes into the hockey game, and the Hurricanes have stolen the first lead in the game. Oh, the quest for the Calder. And 25th, you know, that might be the highest rated goaltender in the quest for the Calder. We might actually be able to win it this year. So yeah, as I was trying to say before we scored, both of these teams did a rebrand in 2013, and it went really well for the Dallas Stars. I personally think that the rebrand looks great for Dallas. They pretty much nailed it. The font on the jersey, the stripe design, the overall logo, just the whole jersey as a whole looks great. A shot missed by the Stars. The Hurricanes rebrand in 2013, not as pretty, as I think those are some of the worst jerseys in Hurricanes history. Yeah, the Hurricanes rebrand of 2013 was they basically ended up looking like Detroit Red Wings wannabes with very traditional striping, simplistic jerseys, and it just didn't work really well for them in my opinion, and I'm glad they have moved on from that look. I think the Hurricanes should embrace more boldly, I guess, the Hurricane flag pattern on the striping on the hem of the jersey. I think that should be embraced more. Make it stand out on the jersey more instead of making it sublimated. I mean, you have a unique design that you can go with, and you're not a traditional market, so you've got a lot of freedom and flexibility in the jersey design. And we're going to give up a goal. That's the rebound. And again, we continue to give up these difficult rebound goals. Not a lot to be said about that. It's just a tough second save. Made the first save, but the second save continues to be a problem for us. Would be helpful to get defensive help on the second save. No second save needed this time. So going back to my little rant, yeah, the Hurricanes have a unique design that they can go with the striping pattern with a flag. That's an excellent glove save by Ottinger, as these goaltenders are not allowing me to continue my discussion. And I just think the Hurricanes, you should embrace that. Have a unique look, a unique design, something bold. A lot of people are indifferent to the Dallas Stars rebrand, which is the jerseys that you see displayed on the ice surface right now for the Stars, of course, in the Adidas format. But they redesigned them in the Reebok format with the Reebok template back in 2013, and they kept with it as the league has transitioned to Adidas. And I really think this logo and this design works really, really well for the Dallas Stars. Now, to be fair, I totally prefer the original Dallas Stars design and logo. I'm just going to swap that into the corner. I totally prefer their original look by far. I think it's their best look, and I think they really should go back to that. But I think that these current jerseys that they're wearing as well work beautifully, and I personally kind of want one of these Dallas Stars jerseys. The new typeface on the font, on the numbers, and the letters on the back of the jersey work really well. They scream to me. They scream Midwest. They scream Texas to me. It just fits really, really well. Under the Adidas template, the only thing I think I would change with Dallas is the collar, and that is, wow, we really just got scored on. Glove side from that. My God, a Mikko Rantanen snipe show on the glove side. It totally thought we had the angle covered. The Stars are offside on this one. How did we get scored on that? That's just straight embarrassing. We're like 90-something overall. We should have that in our sleep. That should be a save that we make, eyes closed, fully asleep, in REM sleep. Anyway, continuing my further discussion on Stars jerseys, that's not a problem for us. I would change the collar. Under the Adidas template, the collar looks hideous. It's the only thing that looks really off about these jerseys. With the Adidas template, this collar design worked in the Reebok era. And this is the longest I've discussed something. What a one-timer to Nishushkin off the face-off. And that fan is loving it. He knows what he just witnessed. He just witnessed glory and greatness. The one-time power blast. A very beautiful and quick answer to the Dallas Stars taking the lead. That didn't last very long for them. But continuing my jersey discussion, as this is the longest I have stuck to a subject in a video. We're going to save that one-timer on the backdoor. Broken twig, in fact, for Sagan. And but whoever comes in to take over as the NHL, we're just going to come out here and clean up these broken twigs so they don't deflect into my net. But whoever comes in to replace Adidas as the league's new jersey supplier in 2024, next season basically, or after next season that is, I really hope that they do change the collar design, because I think that's the one area that Adidas got it wrong. The collar looks bad, and they're going for some futuristic design, and I think it's the one thing. Some teams, the collar works in the Adidas design, and some teams it just flat out doesn't work. Montreal, Dallas, even Chicago's initial collar design did not work. Straight up, I hope CCM is the new jersey supplier when it's all said and done. Somehow I have a sinking feeling it's going to be Nike, and I've seen what Nike does. That was a split, but not a save. I've seen what Nike does on the international stage for hockey, and the jerseys are terrible. And that's going to be the end of the first period. A 2-2 tie. Oh, we did get a save on this Jason Robertson one-timer. Look at this. We deflected just a piece of it into the corner, so give me credit for a save on that one. 20 minutes in the books, and it was a 20 minutes that could have been a lot worse, I guess, than it was. We had that one goal from Rantanen that I really, truly do want back. We should have had a save on it. But sometimes those kind of goals can dwell in the back of your mind, and you just can't allow that to sit and fester in your brain hole. You just got to put it right past you and come out and stop everything you see for the second period. Is there anything else to discuss during this second period of play besides jerseys, jersey suppliers? Sagan, discuss that save. Oh my goodness. I tell you, I don't do well in one-on-one situations. Was the desperation needed? I think it was. I think in this scenario, it was absolutely needed. You see, we make the 5-hole stop. We splay out. And we're getting a little bit of help there from D'Angelo. So maybe it wasn't necessary, but it definitely makes things look more dramatic. We also make a second one here on the short side post from Tyler Sagan again. I actually made like a freaking breakaway save for once in my life. I'm telling you, Season 4 has a lot of abnormalities, anomalies. I don't know what the word is. I think abnormality is the correct terminology I was looking for, but I guess anomaly also is a correct terminology. We'll look it up in editing, and when I'm editing this video, I'll find out what the correct word is. And here comes Mikko Rantanen, snipe it on my glove side this time. Oh, he still ended up handling the puck at the end of all of that, and a shot on net. I don't know who this is with it. He doesn't have it anymore. Eric Howla. I could see him playing in Dallas. I don't know if he has in his career, but I could definitely see that being a good fit. And the defensive rebound was certainly there. Onger gave him a perfect rebound, and it's going to roll in. Somehow it ended up underneath Onger. He gets a lucky whistle. Stud of a player Jason Robertson has turned into, become. Maybe he's always had it in him, but he is a phenomenal hockey player, a offensive talent for the Dallas Stars in the real world, as well as probably in this game. That's another nice save on Sagan. And known to be a bit of a high offensive power for the last few years. At least that's how I view the Dallas Stars. Ben and Sagan years, have they, I don't want to say wasted, but has an opportunity, I guess, been missed during the Ben and Sagan years. They haven't won a Stanley Cup under either of these two players, and they are absolute studs on the ice in their own right. That was a nice hit in the corner, a clean one. 2020 Stanley Cup Final. Came up short, of course. Just ran into that very good Tampa Bay Lightning team. Going as of the current season, that's a save through a little bit of traffic. A Dallas player screening in front. Heiskanen over to Anderson, and he shoots it. It comes back out in front, and Morrissey just cleans up the mess. The zone is a poke check. That one poke check by Onger, but the one-timer handled by Onger. That was not just anyone shooting. That was Svechnikov's one-timer. And the Stars peel back. Dropped off to the point to Heiskanen. Sturm with a little spin-around move, and then the point man lost track of it. It's allowed the Hurricanes to get into the attacking zone. That didn't last very long. Save, standing save against the chest. Battery level low. Controller. And then you jump into a game and it turns out the controller didn't actually charge, even if you plug it in. And even if I plug it in mid-game, there's an icing coming up here. Even if I plug it in mid-game, it doesn't always stay charged. Is this controller, even when I'm playing a game, because I charge it in the middle of the game just so it doesn't, obviously, so it doesn't die, and I can try to get rid of this stupid pop-up that says the battery is low. Sometimes the cable doesn't actually stay plugged into the controller. It's so janky. And that, oh my, what a special save. Doing a split, second time we've done it in this game. Stretching out our groin. Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Like expecting a fastball and getting some form of a changeup or maybe even a knuckleball. I mean, it's not even really a knuckleball. It's just flat along the ice, and I don't have anything. There is no explanation. It's just that's bad on my part. And it's been very unlike us to give up something like that. We're going to have almost a breakaway from Larkin here. Going south, getting a little bit out of my hands. At this game, between this one and the Philly game, we can't afford to have back-to-back games like this. That might be saved as the period should expire right here. Just disappointing so far. A disappointing effort. And especially the way the most recent and third goal for the Stars in this game went past me. You'd like to say that this game is certainly leaving not just a lot. This leaves a ton to be desired. The last two games in a row have been a bit of an anomaly, I guess is the correct terminology again. Comeback, which is not a good thing. I thought we put that old habits creep back in. Feel like the old me is starting to pop back up again, the version of ourselves from season 1 through season 3. Slowly and steadily improving with each season. I lost track of that. I thought it was underneath Onger for a second. It's actually behind his net. As this is dumped in by Dallas, we'll just swing it up the ice and out of the zone. Just be safe with it. But naturally, be some sort of progression. This is going to be a breakaway. Oh my goodness. Everlasting, defined. We splay out. I don't even think we made a save on this. Morrissey takes the net completely off. I mean, did he ran into me and then steam piled into the net. You see, he takes a little tumble over my body, and that sends him right into the net. Look at this. There goes Morrissey. View. The net cam view. Watch Morrissey get launched. It's going to happen any second now. Wait for it. There he is. Oh, here he comes. Prepare yourself. And comical plays I think I've ever seen in this entire series. Morrissey just taking a tumble over my splayed out body to make a save that never happened. And the Stars will feed it right back in. I'm just pass that off to Drouin. Natural progression from one season to the next. And there has. This is what this series is all about. A goal is what this series is all about. We're going to tie it. Jonathan Drouin on the rebound. Goal, there it is. Onger has a hard time handling it. offense in support. I don't think we're going to get back to 900 in this game, so I think the focus right now has to be backstopping the team to a win. Let's just try to make that possible with great goaltending. We don't have to save that. In fact, that went out of play, rocketed off the glass. Opportunity to claim victory. Oh, did that go bar down? Jonathan Drouin in the slot area. We score once again. In a row. That's his second in a row. Maybe going for the natural hat trick, Jonathan Drouin. Give the guys a chance to go out and win the game, and with a 4-3 lead with half the third period to play, that is a big opportunity for the team in front of me to win this game. I just need to do my job on my end of the ice. I haven't performed admirably in this game. Let's just say it. I have had worse games, but I've also had better games, and we need to just chill out, take a chill pill. The pressure. Don't be afraid to forecheck, but the 1-4 says otherwise. And I'm sure we'll see a fair share of decent chances from the Stars. Heiskanen, it's in front of me, and we'll just leap on that and play it away to Lindell. This is going to set up some decent quality chances before this game is over. I'm going to see something threatening before the game ends. I can almost guarantee you the key part for me is I got to make the save on it. We've drawn the penalty. We are going to get a power play. Grinding away down there. It's drawn a penalty crucially late in the third period. There's plenty of time still left in the third period, but this is 2 minutes, and I missed the puck. But this is 2 minutes. I took the long route back to the net. 2 minutes that the Stars are going to be spent killing a penalty instead of attacking, unless they decide to just go for it. They are down in the game. They are shorthanded. But this is a good opportunity for us to add insurance that we desperately could use in this game. It would be nice to see the team get an insurance goal with this power play. We've been granted the power play. Take advantage of it is what I would say. But of course, I just tend the goal. That's all I do. And sometimes I don't even do that particularly very well. Score an empty net goal on this Dallas Stars team back when they visited Raleigh in Season 4. And I'm just going to leave that. You guys need to go get it. Too close. Just hit the outside of the net, just off the post on that empty net. And could that come back to haunt us? I don't know. 3 minutes. Spend all 3 minutes of this game in the attacking zone. That's an easy way to ensure victory. What a move by Heiskanen, stopped off of his successful windmill move. It's to play now, so we've got attacking zone possession and pressure. Larkin between the legs, too fancy with it. D by Heiskanen in his own zone to create the turnover. Dallas the transition play. Tukkonen shoots, missed the net, kept in crucially by, I assume, Poirier. Halla goes behind the net in front. Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Behind the net, low to high play. I adjusted nicely, but just like I was saying earlier in this game, rebound control has been our kryptonite as of the last couple of games. We have just had a tough time with giving up prime area rebounds that the opposing teams have been cashing in on. Those second chance opportunities, we've been unable to make a freaking save. And it's really frustrating because this is causing this game to go to overtime, and my save percentage is in the gutter right now. I don't want to be in overtime. We're also in a different camera angle. This is mostly out of frustration with how this game has gone. I didn't need a bad game like this. This is a game that might just tank the save percentage to below 900 for the first time in a long time this season. I think since the first game of the season, this is going to drop my save percentage below 900. It's certainly disastrous in this overtime period, just for the team's sake and for my save percentage sake, both. For both of those reasons, we just need to not have any breakdowns. Is this Orlov on a breakaway? We're going to get back checkers, actually. I take that back. But Orlov shooting, knocked down with a blocker, and played dangerously to Svechnikov. Here, this would be beautiful. We had a beautiful chance as well. And oh my goodness, that could have gone in. That could have been all kinds of dangerous. The way this game would end. A careen shot off the inboards, off of me, off my tuchus and into the net. That had so much potential to go wrong. Stars right now, pun intended. After that one almost found its way into the back of the net. Off of my butt, off the rear end. It almost went in. Thank goodness it did not, because I really don't need that tonight. Onger, see how it works out for us. Shooting off the inboards intentionally. Heiskanen save, rebound, and they tried it again. Heiskanen this time, off of his own stick blade, tried to bat it in off of me. We got a 2-on-1 right now if we had pushed a little harder. And they pushed right into the net. Almost did not take the net off like Morrissey did earlier. Ethan Bear, game on his stick, missed the net. He had the move. He had Onger fooled. Overtime, it's going to look like it's not going to end in overtime, actually, as Dallas is going to break it out. Maybe one more shot. Don't let the puck in the back of the net here. If we see a shot, will we see one? One-timer. Yeah, that's going to do it for overtime. Oh, I love a good shootout. Let's see if we can get the first one. Easy save for Onger there. It's going to be, of course, it would be Rantanen. And I don't know why a desperation save. I didn't need to do that. Tony DeAngelo. We would go with Tony DeAngelo in the shootout. Saved by Onger. Sorry, the playback is glitching out a little bit. All right. Oh, Jason Robertson. This Stars shootout lineup doesn't get any easier. It just goes from one to the next. But we make a save. Actual save in the shootout. All right, Carolina, we desperately need one here from Martin Necas. We really, this is to keep the shootout going, I do believe, and he missed it. I think off the outside of the net, forced wide, and that's the game. Dallas is going to take this in the shootout. Yeah, the 4 goals on 24 shots, because the 5th for Dallas came in the shootout. Of course, they win 5-4, but the 4 on 24 shots doesn't paint a pretty picture. .833 save percentage, better than I actually thought it might end up being. Minus 37 in the line score is what hurts us the most. But, you know, we've had a tough stretch of games, 2 in a row that have been kind of, this is, I don't know, it's a little concerning. It's mildly concerning, but I believe we can get it right back in quick order and right the ship, I guess you could say. We were due for some bad performances. Coach LaBella, I know you're upset, but you're still my biggest fan, right? You still got my jersey at home, sitting in the closet, right?